I was standing on the altar like this, and I just looked behind me, and there was an angel standing there. And the angel was carrying 2 kidneys. And I asked the Holy Spirit, what is the meaning of this? And the Holy Spirit said to me, somebody here has been praying for kidneys. They have renal failure. And they've been praying. I have sent my angel to deliver it. But the person is not in a spiritual position to receive it. Tangible. You cannot have wisdom and it is not recognizable. Wisdom defies gender, defies age, defies color. No matter your background, no matter your tribe. When wisdom speaks, it positions you for greatness. Wisdom produces progress. When you find stagnation, there is absence of wisdom. Wisdom produces prosperity. Woke up one morning. I woke up with tumors all over my body. I had tumors, growths all over my body. Because I was in my final year medical school, I went to the hematology clinic, and immediately they attended to me, and I had consultants, heads of departments, resident doctors surrounding me, examining these tumors all over my body. They were certain I had cancer of the white blood cells. It's called lymphoma. I was told because of the presentation, the acuteness of it and severity of it and spread, that if the diagnosis is right, I have 6 months to live. They rushed me into theater immediately. In normal circumstances, they will book an appointment for you, but because I was a final year medical student and the lecturers knew me, so they took me into theater immediately and put me under general anesthesia and knocked me out and opened me up and were removing tumors from my body. They could not remove all. They took out tumors and woke me up after surgery and said, come back in 3 days. We will tell you a confirmed diagnosis. We will send the tumors for histology. I did not phone my father biologically. I did not get in contact with my mother biologically. There is no pastor I called, no reverend. I did not even get in contact with my twin brother. I went once I came conscious and they allowed me to come back in 3 days. I went into some field on campus in the middle of the night, and I looked up. I looked up and I said, this is not the way my story was written. The kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. David said, I will lift my eyes to the hills. From whence comes my help? My help comes from the Lord. The one who made heaven and earth is my help. That they that dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I'm praying alone with a death sentence hanging over my life when the Spirit of the Lord said to me, is it not written? This is my sermon tonight. Is it not written in the book of Exodus 23:25 that thou shalt serve the Lord thy God, and he will take sickness away from the midst of you? I had it in my spirit. It's not that I went there with it. The Spirit of wisdom spoke to me and said, is it not written? And I said to God, I have been serving you from my secondary school. I was the pastor of my campus fellowship for 5 years, up until my final year. The pastor. I said, I have served you. Take this thing from my body. And left and went back to my campus. On the 3rd day, I went back to the clinic. I want to hear me well before I start. When I got there, professors, consultants, hematologists, oncologists, general surgery, everybody you can imagine, they surrounded me And the lady in charge of my case, the hematologist, she was the head of the department, she looked at me and said, I'm sure you have read up on this matter. I said, yes, I know. She said, we were certain that what you have is a lymphoma, cancer of the white blood cells. But we have examined histologically over and over again every single one of the tumors we remove from your body, and we cannot find a trace of cancer in the tumor histology that we have checked. I didn't ask you to clap. If you're going to celebrate this victory, you should celebrate properly. Now, they said, lie down. Bishop, lie down. The tumors we left, let us examine them. Maybe that is the place of the primary tumor. Maybe we didn't catch where it's coming from. I laid down all the recorded tumors they did not remove, had disappeared between the time I had the surgery and the 3 days that I came later. Am I helping anybody in this place? I may not be able to share your own testimony. I can talk about mine. Wisdom changes your status. You move from being a conqueror to a more than a conqueror by wisdom. Wisdom eliminates sweat and suffering. God. By the utterances of wisdom, lack disappears. Nothing to do with who is governor. Nothing to do with it. Wisdom breaks open the seals.